Hey friends, this is actually the third video in the little series that we're doing on budget wireless mechanical keyboards, and today we're taking a look at the Motospeed, which is a phenomenal name, CK62, or as it says on the website, the RK61, which I'm kind of confused about. It actually has a very similar naming scheme to the one that we checked out first in this series, which is the Royal Kludge RK61, and it has several different similarities, but a key difference that I think is worth considering, at least in the price bracket that we're looking at. The Motospeed RK61 or CK62 is only $50 over on Amazon, which is quite nice. It's a little odd that they do call it the 62 since this is a 60% keyboard. However, it does only have 61 keys, so it's odd where we're getting the naming scheme from if it is indeed the CK62. What are you doing? Anyways, this keyboard weighs only 468 grams and is supported via Bluetooth. However, the official spec of Bluetooth is only Bluetooth 3.0, which, as I've been testing out this keyboard, does lead to a few issues. Number one, there is a lot of missed key presses that I've found in all of the typing tests that I've done with this keyboard. It's not that it lags or that there's stutter, it's just sometimes it doesn't pick up on keystrokes. So if I'm hitting Shift and then D, it'll only register that I hit D and not the Shift initially because it just decides to give me the lowercase instead of the big D. But the key feature about this bad boy with its mechanical Otemu blue switches is this RGB lighting on the actual keyboard. The Royal Kludge 61 as well as the Velocifier that we've already checked out only had white backlights. This is the only cheap budget mechanical keyboard that I've been able to find that does include RGB lighting, and it has so many different lighting versions. It's actually quite simple to switch through them just by hitting the function key, and you can see there's just dozens and dozens of different lighting forms on this, which might be one of the reasons why somebody would pick this up. This is actually my personal favorite, where it's the pastel colors, which each key being individually colored. Other than that, it's a pretty decently set up keyboard. The build quality is okay. It is very plastic. It does have the rubber feet at the bottom to prevent from slipping. And when you remove the keycaps, as you see right here, there is actually a pretty, come on boy. You can do it. Or you can't. You can see that there's actually a pretty nice metal looking base plate underneath all of the keycaps, which helps to give it a more refined look. And just like all of the other keyboards that we've looked at in this series, it does indeed come with a USB-C port, and this one comes with a 1.8 meter USB-C braided cable, which is actually nice to see because the other ones were just straight plastic. You also get the keycap puller included with the box, but I just struggled with that. That wasn't phenomenal. It's pretty easy to set up with Bluetooth pairing. You hit the function and the Q button, and then you enter into pairing mode. You can change between 3 different devices using function E, R, and T to switch between them, and then it does have function keys as well as macro recording. You can do quite a bit with this 60% keyboard, but as I mentioned, it does seem like in order to include the cost of the RGB, they dropped out a few options. Number one, you have a lower battery capacity than the other keyboards that we've checked out at this point. This only has a 1300 milliamp hour battery, whereas the Royal Kludge has 1450 and the Velocifier had 1850. Then also, as I mentioned, this is Bluetooth 3.1, which actually seems to have a bit more of connectivity issues than the other ones. It does come with blue or red switches, not my personal favorite brown. Only the Velocifier and the Kludge come in brown, which is mine favorite for typing. I did get it in blues just to piss Reece off one more time. And these, whoa, I wasn't expecting that. And these are just Otemu blues. They're quite loud. They're fine. I mean, this keyboard for $50 is worth it if you want a little bit of variety in the coloring on your desk. As you can see, the RGB is pretty vibrant. You can see it pretty decently in even bright light scenarios like our filming set right here. But personally, when it comes to typing and when it comes to gaming, missing a keystroke every now and then is incredibly frustrating. I actually dropped my words per minute down by about 10. I went from 90 to 80, which doesn't sound like a huge diminishing return, but with me pressing each keystroke, not knowing whether or not it's going to register is kind of unnerving. It leads to a stress that I didn't know I wanted, in which case I would just have to plug it in, which I don't want. And I don't think RGB is necessarily worth that. However, maybe I'm just looking at this wrong. Isn't RGB supposed to increase my typing performance, Reece?
Of course, you go faster.
Okay, I think I'm so bass backwards that my body slows down with RGB. So that's the Motospeed GK62. We're going to be doing a full overview of all three keyboards together and kind of giving you a total synopsis over on our main channel at UFD Tech. These videos were just supposed to be a quick unboxing overview, getting you familiar with the keyboards. And after I've spent a bit more time with them over the coming days, I will give a full analysis of what is the best budget wireless mechanical keyboard you can pick up on the market. So that's it. Check out the GK62 at our Amazon affiliate link down below. Gives us a small kickback, doesn't cost you anything extra in case you were considering picking one of these up, so you wanted the RGB bling. And let us know if there's any other peripherals you want us to check out by leaving a link down below. Tell us what you want to see here over on the Brainish channel. And that's gonna be it. Hit the like button if you enjoyed the video. Get subscribed, stay up to date on all of our tech related content. I'm Brett, and goodbye.